It's episode 2, and we're going to go look for new spots to hunt today, and we're going to try to get on the sign. Got a lot of gear to load up, and one of the things that I'm learning early is that it takes a while to get all this camera gear and everything loaded up and ready. So, one of the things I've learned as I've started the episode to edit for episode 1 is my camera work needs to do a lot better. So I'm going to try to do better today with that. The camera's kind of all over the place. I'm going to try to hold steady and do a better job. But we got to load up the camera gear. I've got some lunch and coffee for this morning. One of the things I always do, especially when it's cold, always warm my boots up. It's just one of those little things you can do that makes a ton of difference in the morning. But I've got a bunch, so I'm going to start loading up the car and check back in with you soon. So, I've been up on the hill and replaced the battery on the feeder and got that set, moved the feeding times a little bit. You know, here pretty soon it's going to be getting a little light, 7 o'clock at the earliest, and then you know, in the evenings it's going to be getting close to 5 before it gets dark here. I think daylight savings time is actually tonight. Today's October 31st, so got that taken care of. Grabbed the quad. Now we're going to take off out the trail and we're going to go over to the farm. I have permission to hunt over there, and I'm going to look at the trail cameras, and based on what I see on the trail cameras is going to dictate whether or not we're pulling some setups and going to look to move them over here on this ridge to the big farm that I have permission to hunt. So that's the plan. So I'm going to leave the camera here. I'm going to take the little GoPro and take that with me because I don't want to be over there too long fiddling with the tripod and the camera and all that. So hang tight. Just come along for the ride. We'll be back here shortly, and then hopefully we'll be getting in the woods on some sign. I did not see any sign at all up there. I mean, I saw tracks and some droppings, but no, nothing you want to see this time of the year. There should be some scrapes opening up. There should be some rubs in this property. I just think the mature bucks are just bedding in neighboring properties. So that's what we've got to fix over the next 2 to 3 years here. Alright, so you guys have been following me around the woods a little bit now today, and it's been hit and miss with sign. On the one farm that we went and picked up the feeder over there, I've got this feeder. I am going to be moving it up a couple ridges over and stocking it with corn today. I've got 150 pounds. But the deer just were not coming to the feeder very good, and that feeder also had a raccoon problem. So I probably had 15 raccoons come to that thing. So just because they weren't hitting it, raccoons, and the pictures of the bucks I've got, and I got a dandy buck that I'll overlay with this video, and you'll see him. He's probably my #1 target buck right now. He might be, he's definitely biggest buck I'd shoot. in my life. My two bucks each scored 129. I gotta imagine he's pushing 140. He might be pushing 150. Doubt 150, but he's good. He's a stud. So I am gonna load the four-wheeler up. We're going to go scout this ridge that I'm hoping there's some sign up on, because it looks like such a good ridge. I'd like to get up my ladder stand. I got a ladder stand with a great mesh comfortable seat. This is probably one of the most comfortable stands I have, and I've got it laying on the ground right now, and it's November 1st tomorrow, and that's on me. So I want to get something, get the feeder up, get my uncle's blind up, staked down, get corn in it, find somewhere to put my ladder stand, and I'd like to hunt a couple hours, but geez, it's 12 o'clock and I've got to be home at 4:30 because we're doing a family thing tonight. So that is the update. So time check is probably 12:05 right now. WVU football is getting ready to kick off. So I'm gonna be listening to that in the background, driving around and trying to get into the sign. That's what I'm looking for. So unlock the gate to access it. Always happens. Always. I know it probably happens with everybody out there. Just a smidge too close. Well, up there's where we're heading. I'll scout this whole point back here, hoping to see some sign, maybe some thick cover for him. I'm gonna try to do a better job holding you all steady. Keep my mouth closed. I noticed that in the first episode. I close your mouth, Jared. I want to breathe heavy too. Things you notice. Alright, I'm gonna keep pushing my way up this point here, and as I get up there I'll turn you all back on as I come across sign. But I'm probably getting a little bit low on battery. I need to conserve that. And just not gonna make you all watch me walk up this hill and breathe hard and hold my mouth open like an idiot. So I've walked up this point now. You can see behind me. I came from down there, walked up this point, and I'm a little bit disappointed. No sign, and I don't really have enough time to set up and hunt where there's not any sign. There should be, especially the dominant bucks. You know, they put down their sign early and often. I'm just not finding it. No rubs. So right back up here as I was coming down this point, I found a scrape. I don't really want to push too much further down because it gets really thick. Wind's actually in my favor right now to not bump any deer out of there. So I'm not going to push my luck. I'm just going to put this camera right here on this scrape and see what we pick up over the next few days. Alright, I'm gonna head up the hill, get out of here, get on the four-wheeler. I gotta get some stuff done. I'm walking around too much. So, check back with you soon.